Joining me on the dais now is Arizona head coach Tommy Lloyd. He's joined by Jaden Bradley and Caleb Love. Coach, when you're comfortable, please start us with some general comments about the game.
Yeah, hey, congrats to Houston. I mean, obviously they've had a great season and they've had a great couple of seasons, and Coach Sampson deserves a ton of credit. Hey, they got us twice this year, and they won the conference by 4 or 5 games, and they win the conference tournament. So, at this moment, they're the king of the Big 12, and so nothing but respect for them. Proud of our guys. We obviously came here, wanted to compete for a championship, and we did. And to the last couple of minutes of the game, we're right there. I mean, it's I don't even know what the time is. We had a lead there, I think under 4 minutes to go, and we gave ourselves a chance. We just didn't get it done. So hopefully we'll learn from it. Obviously we're at the time of the year where there's no margin for error, and we're excited to take the next step into the NCAA tournament.
Okay, please raise your hand and let us get a wireless mic to you. Let's start on the right, here about the third row.
Tommy, you talked about 3 years ago, Kelvin in sweatpants rolling you guys in that tournament. I mean, do you feel like you're a lot more competitive today? Anything there?
I mean, listen, we're right there. They're obviously missing one of their, their better players, and so you got to acknowledge that. That guy he's a really good player that sat out today. So we're right there, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you close the gap or not. You got to get it done. We're Arizona basketball. We're used to winning championships too, and we know that's where we belong and that's where we want to get. Right now Houston's above us, and we're going to do what we can to close that gap.
We got a question here on the third row.
Hi, Melissa Guzaloglu, the Daily Wildcat. Caleb, congrats on being selected for the all-tournament team. Just your thoughts overall on the first year being in the Big 12.
It was a tough year, tough conference, and for us to compete with the best of the best, as far as conferences, I'm proud of my guys. I'm proud of the coaches for leading us, and we've been through so much adversity, and we've overcome so much adversity and hardship, and I'm just proud that we made it this far, and we will be ready for the postseason and March Madness.
Got another one here on the right.
Thanks. Caleb and Jaden, both of you guys, just kind of how would you describe the last 4 or 5 minutes there when it just got a little bit, they just got enough there?
It was kind of just a lot of ISO ball on their end on offense, and we decided to just play one-on-one, and that's something that we got to get better at, looking at film and knowing tendencies of guys, certain moves and things like that. And then on offense, that's me and JB, we got to own those 2 turnovers that we had in the clutch. Coach put a lot of confidence into us, and a lot of responsibility putting the ball in our hands in those moments, and we got to deliver, and we'll own it, and we'll be better for it.
Did you want Jaden to answer that as well?
Yeah, like what C Love said, like we got to own those turnovers at the end. We got to do a better job of getting stops when needed at the end of the games, and those 50-50 balls, I feel like they were getting tip outs, and that's something we worked on and we really didn't do a good job of. So just following the game plan.
Let's go here on the left, Blair.
Coach, what makes Houston such a tough team?
I mean, come on, that's almost like a high-level hypothetical question. I mean, obviously they play with great effort. They got a great coach. They're relentless, and offensively they got a plan. I mean, obviously he saw some matchups he wanted to kind of target in that second half, and he did. And it's just disappointing for me that we got good players too. And our guys shouldn't be able to be targeted like that. And so individually, you got to answer the challenge. I mean, I don't know what else I can do. I mean, I guess I can go zone. I can do that. But, you got to own the challenge. They're literally isolating you, and they're targeting you. And it's obvious they're doing it, so step up and get it done. And that was disappointing to me in the second half that we weren't able to do that.
Okay, we've got one on the right side here.
Coach Liam Howard, Scobuff Sports. As a team, mentality-wise, how do you all have a short memory as you move into March Madness and sort of begin a fresh season in the postseason tournament there?
The moment we shower, leave this locker room, it's on to the next thing. We're excited to be participating in the NCAA tournament. I mean, it's an honor. It's something you should never take for granted. It's really hard to do. You know, we're proud we were able to compete for a conference championship today. We just want to get it done. But we'll move forward. We'll move forward, and I can't wait to see whose name pops up on our line tomorrow, and we're going to be excited to play them next Thursday or Friday.
School here on the right on the third row.
Speaking of that, Tommy, where do you think this sets you up for Selection Sunday, and do you think you helped your case?
Bruce, I know this is our deal, but I don't live in hypotheticals. I have no idea. Like you set up, like you talking seeds, or what are you talking? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, for
I have
example,
no
do you feel
idea.
like a 4?
I have no idea.
Do you
I
feel
mean,
like a 4 seed
put us
now,
at a
or-
13 seed. We'll be fine. We can't wait till Thursday. Let's go.
Well, I think that early thing had you at a 3. I'm wondering if you feel like you got back to that, or a 4, or...
I'll let you speculate on that. Whatever they give us, I'm ready.
Any other questions? Okay, we're going to go over here to the right.
Oliver Hayes, 24/7 Sports. For Caleb, last year you kind of struggled to make some shots in the conference tournament, but this year you hit some shots, obviously made the all-tournament team and made the championship. How big is it to build some momentum ahead of the March Madness?
It feels good, but ultimately, you know, the team, you know, progress is most important. You know, how is the team flowing, and how are we getting better? So, you know, and like I said earlier, we're going to watch film when we get back. You know, we're going to clean up some things that we have to work on. And like Coach said, we'll be ready for whoever they, you know, put us up against.
Okay, we're going to go here to the left.
Saul Booker, PHNX Sports. Tommy, this is for you. You know, defensively, how did you feel about your team's performance in the last 3 days versus what had been, you know, kind of happening?
I mean, listen,
trends?
I think, you know, I mean, whatever. I know you guys look at Ken Palm and you're figuring out defensive numbers. It's hard. It's hard, you know, game to game. And, you know, hey, we had a moment we were a top 10 defense in the country. Now I don't know. We're a little bit below that. But we're a good defensive team. That's why I was a little bit disappointed today. We kind of got isolated and targeted a little bit, and we didn't get stops. And, I mean, it wasn't complicated stuff. It was literally like picking a guy. We're going to go at this guy, and we think we can score on him. Well, step up as a competitor. Get a stop. I mean, it's one-on-one in the park. It's with your brother in the backyard. I mean, that's what we do. And so that was disappointing to me, but it's obviously something we got to get better at.
Anything else? Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Good luck to you next week.